Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So after a total of 18 trading days and 31 trades, we are officially done with our trading strategy challenge. Okay, so this strategy finished with a 12.37% profit gain. So in this video, where I call it a strategy report, I am going to break down to you what I did for the whole month. But before that, let me recap for you what my strategy is. Okay, so the strategy is the break of structure and change of character with the SMC concept. Okay, I use the FTMO Trial account to do this strategy challenge, and the duration is starting from the 3rd of June to the 26th of June. And I only trade one market, and that is the gold, XAUUSD. So the lot size that I use is 0.2, where I normally separate into two 0.1s. And the time frame that I use is the D1, the H1, and the M5. Okay. My entry confirmation is the fair value gap that is formed when there is a break of structure or the change of character. If there is no FVG, then I will be entering. Okay, so let me show you the statistics. Okay, so among the 18 days, we did a total of 14 days trades. Okay, that means there is 4 days that I did not trade. Okay, so a total of 31 trades, but of course, because I separated my entries, so the recorded trades are higher, and we had a win rate of 64.5%. Okay, the profit is $1,237.07. Okay, the largest win we had is on the 26th. The 26th of June. So it was $447.23. And we had the largest loss on the 18th of June. So it was $249.50. The maximum drawdown that we had is 2.5%. So which is also the 18th of June. Okay. What made this strategy works? Okay. So number one is going to be the entries are easy to identify. Okay, it's very easy. So all you need is understand the trend, understand the market structure, and make sure there is a fair value gap, and then you set the limit orders. Okay, the rules are simple. Okay, so the rules that I made for myself is number one, I do not trade after 11. Okay, 11 AM for New York or 11 PM for Malaysia. Okay. Number two, I only have a maximum of 5 trades per day. And if I had a consecutive 2 losses, I stop for the day. Okay. And if my entry has hit stop loss, okay, I will look for more confirmation before I enter from the next fair value gap. Okay, and obviously, based on my feeling for the whole month, okay, this strategy, okay, works really well on a consolidation of the higher time frame. Okay, that means that, for example, the time frame that I use is D1, where I check for the bias. The H1 is to check for the swings, and if in the H4 it's a consolidation, maybe H1 or H4, either one. So if it's actually in consolidation, which made this entry really well. Okay, so I can get so much from the market when there is a consolidation in the higher time frame. Okay, so obviously another one that is really works really well is that I don't need to waste so much time on screen. Why? Because in the morning, okay, it's actually the 9 to 10 p.m. New York time, or Malaysia time, okay, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. right? So I already set my limit and let the market touch my limit if it ever did. Okay, so but obviously there are times that the limit did not, I mean the price did not touch the limit. Okay, so that means I have to wait for a longer time. So but the time that I need to stay in front of my screen is lower. It's lesser compared to all the other strategies that I ever tried. Okay, so there are things that I would like to emphasize, okay, that I found out during this whole month using this strategy. Okay, so which is miss setups. Okay, if you guys were to watch my documentation videos, okay, you can see that I missed a lot of trades. So actually, among the 31 trades that I did, I would have placed at least 100 limits. Okay, so the rate of the price actually touched my limit before having a reaction is less than 30%. Alright, so another one is I find out that there are many traps, okay, during the when I set a limit. For example, there is a trap that I have actually fall into twice already. Okay, it was a repeated mistake that I did, and that is the double top and double bottom. Okay, so for this strategy, one must really beware of the double top or double bottom. Okay, because these are the things that actually invalidated the entry model. Okay guys, on to the next part. So these are the evaluation that I personally, okay, gave to this strategy. So for profitability, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, because the profit is actually very, I would say very good. Okay, 10% per month. Okay, it's actually more than enough. The consistency, okay, for this strategy, I will give it a 8 out of 10. Why? Because as long as we follow the strategy, okay, without making a mistake, I believe that the win rate would be a lot higher. Okay, so, and is it beginner friendly? I would say yes. So I will give it a 8 out of 10. So what prevented me from giving it a 10, okay, is actually in this whole month, I found out that to use this strategy efficiently, okay, one must master one thing, and that is called market structure. Okay, you need to understand price action, market structure, okay, to fully utilize this strategy. If not, this strategy is gonna backfire you. Okay, you will be entering for every single fair value gap, and it's gonna be a loss. Okay, so for the simplicity, it's gonna be very simple. Like I said, very simple. Okay, so the only thing that prevented me from giving it a 10 is also market structure, because sometimes there are places where you thought it was a break of structure, but it was actually not. Okay, so as for the psychology, there are two things that I would like to say. Okay, one is that you actually only need to wait for the price to hit your limit orders. Okay, but there are times where the price gone without your triggering your limit. Okay, or the price hits the break even before moving into our direction, or the price hits our stop loss. Okay, just directly hit our stop loss before going into our direction. Okay, these are the things that might happen if you are using the limit orders. Okay, so I would like to say that sometimes it's gonna be, for the psychology wise, okay, it's not that healthy, I would say. Okay, and for the time required, I like this so much. Okay, why? Because for people like me, okay, where I have to work, okay, go to office and work, so all I need is set the limit orders. Okay, after I look for the market, look for the reaction, look for the break of structure or change of character, then all I need is just wait. I do my own thing, do my own job, and sometimes I just watch using the phone and see if the price hits. Okay, so sometimes it actually hit and already ran far away, which is a good thing. Another scenario is that it already hit our stop loss, so either is fine. Okay, so as for the risk management, I would say it depends, right? But for me, the risk management is good. Okay, all I need is set break even after it hits 50 pips. Okay, that's all. That's the only thing I do, and we are still in profit. Okay, so based on all these things here, okay, the overall rating is 7.7 out of 10. Okay, so like I told you guys before, my what is it called? The risk management is that I always take 50%, okay, out of the market whenever it hits the 50 pips. Okay, however, what if you guys do not set break even? Okay, just let it run, and I mean just set the limit orders and just let it run and let it be. Don't even give a care. Okay, I have already documented. Okay, so these are all the trades that hits the TP2. These are all the trades that hits the TP3 and TP4. So TP5 and above is actually quite rare. Okay, so that's why I did not take them into account. Okay, I only had a maximum of TP4. Right? So based on the statistics, you guys see, if all our trades from day one all the way to the last trade, we set TP2, okay, which is a 2-to-1 risk ratio. That's all. We would have gotten a 2,337.4 profit. Okay, so plus minus I will give it, because of the spreads, I will give it a plus minus 5%, right? Okay, but in total we have gotten 23.37% from our capital. Okay, the win rate is 54.84%. Okay, which is a very, I would say, positive looking strategy. Okay, for TP3, we would have gotten a 25%. 25.05% profit. Okay, so with a 45.16 win rate. Okay, as for TP4, we would have gotten 226.4% profit margin, and the win rate is 38.71. Okay, so I would say that this strategy works on either one. It just depends whether which one you want to go for. Alright, so for me, if you ask me, I would say that normally if I were to choose, it's going to be TP3, but obviously we only had 31 trades, so for this win rate, okay, to be valid, I believe that we need at least 100 trades. Okay, but 31 trade is, I would say, as a rough figure, is more than enough. Okay, so what is the biggest lesson? Okay, the most valuable lesson that I've gotten during this whole month, or that when I'm using this strategy, and it's gonna be the importance of following rules. Okay, so let me be frank with you. Before this, when I'm trading myself, I do not have any rules. Okay, I just look for the strategy, and then when the candles pattern, look at it, so with the buyers, and that's all. Okay, I just go for the trade. So that's why my profit is not consistent. Alright, so I will say that this is the important thing. Okay, so that's all, okay, for this review. And for next month, okay, let me just tell you first. Next month, I will be resetting my FTMO account once again, and the duration for the next strategy is gonna be starting from the 6th of July to the 31st of July. Okay, so it's gonna be a full 20 days, full 20 trading days. Okay, so the strategy that I plan to use, okay, is the higher time frame and lower time frame point of interest. Okay, overlapping point of interest. Okay, as for how the strategy works, it will be on the next video. Okay, so if you are interested, stay tuned. Okay, so before I end the video, let me emphasize one thing. Okay, our journey throughout this whole month, okay, is not to prove that the strategy works or not. Okay, it's simply just to let you know, whenever you are learning a strategy, okay, no matter what strategy it is, okay, as long as you have rules, okay, set on, it's gonna be profitable. It's just that which of the strategy is easier, simpler, and where we don't need a lot of knowledge, okay, for us to catch up, okay, from the beginner to a experienced person. Okay, obviously, if you keep on continue, you're gonna be a veteran. Okay, but as a beginner, okay, which strategy is the easiest to learn? Okay, this is that can be used as a stepping stone. Okay, I'm not gonna say that, oh, you should just follow one strategy all the way. Okay, if you want to learn more, go ahead, but which is the strategy that let you continue your passion? And this is the motto of this video, okay, this journey and this challenge. Alright, so as per usual, I will try to compare strategies as fairly as consistent as possible. Alright, so I will see you guys in the next video. Right, bye.